Listening to it now with some EQ, a little bit of noise gate, as well as some EQ and some compression. Now this is the microphone with some compression. I've done some noise gate as well as a little bit of EQ. So about now I will put the EQ, I'll put a noise gate as well as some compression. Today I have my hands on the Fifine K658 USB dynamic microphone, and by the end of this video you're gonna know whether if it's a microphone for you or it's not. The main selling point behind the microphone is its plug and play feature setup, as well as its RGB lighting with its attractive streaming focused design. The design itself also resembles the Shure SM7B, which we're also going to be comparing audio to later in this video. The microphone comes with a USB-A to USB-C cable, shock mount that attaches to a desk stand, a 3/8 to 5/8 adapter for boom arm applications, and a threaded ring that attaches the mic to the shock mount. Altogether, this microphone costs $120, and in my opinion is a little bit high for something like this, but it is on sale at the time of this video for $85. So if you want to take those savings and also use code BLASTEN on owned.tv, you can get yourself a set of overlays and alerts for an incredible price and basically look good while you're streaming along with this microphone. They are completely modular, so you won't have to look like any of your friends or anyone that you know. And if you do want an overlay to stand out, I highly recommend checking out Synth Runner. And with its bright neon design, it's also gonna match the RGB on the Fifine K658 USB microphone. So if you're ready to level up your stream, use code BLASTEN at checkout to get that 50% off. Now, as for the microphone itself with no attachment, it actually has a nice feel to it. It doesn't feel cheap. It has a very solid outer shell, maybe made of aluminum or a metal, but it feels very premium. And the weight, honestly, I do like. It does have a volume knob that is very stiff, but it doesn't feel like it's too tight. It feels like it's in place, not gonna move or wiggle around or anything like that. The pop filter is actually very thin, but it is threaded on by an aluminum ring, which whenever you unscrew reveals a metal honeycomb filter underneath. In addition to the outer pop filter, there's also some foam inside the honeycomb on top, as well as foam that is attached to the plastic capsule. On the outside of the microphone, there is a touch mute button and a touch on and off switch for the RGB, but unfortunately this RGB on the microphone has no lighting presets. It only turns on and off. And underneath the microphone, it has a USB out as well as a headphone out for microphone monitoring. But my biggest gripe so far is the shock mount and the desk stand. The shock mount has to be used to attach the mic to even a boom stand, but its plastic and rubber design completely kills the design of the microphone. And even from a functional standpoint, the shock mount isn't even going to save the mic from any shock. So with that said, I highly recommend using a microphone stand, some type of boom arm to use this microphone, because with you placing it on the desk, you're not gonna get it close enough to your mouth in order to get the nice rich sound. And you're gonna have to turn up the gain all the way just to pick up your voice, which is gonna introduce more room noise or some background noise that you don't want to have in your recordings or your streams. It's a pretty basic microphone. There's really nothing else to it. It doesn't have any other features like Elgato's Wave 3 microphone like we're going to be reviewing, or it doesn't have any crazy extra lightings. I was honestly a little bit upset the fact that you can't change individual colors. You can't make it green, blue, red, or anything like that. It's just gonna be its preset. I feel like that's a huge issue whenever you're advertising an RGB microphone. Now for $120, I'm honestly not going to be pushing this out to anyone or be my first recommendation. But yes, being on sale, $85, it's a little bit more comfortable. But again, with the RGB not changing, it just one preset, and the fact that there's no extra features like different volume controls like we see in Elgato's or even Rode's new microphones, it kind of begs the question, what are you trying to sell? Are you just trying to sell an image? Honestly, they are great microphones. Fifine has always produced some great microphones, but me personally, I feel like if you're gonna be going into a market pushing for gaming and streaming centric buyers, we should say, I think that you need to add a little bit more features. I wanted to be able to talk more about this microphone, but honestly, that's all there is. You get what you get inside the box, you get the microphone, you plug it in, and it's good to go. So $85? Yes. $120? No. But let's not cut it short there. We're gonna do a sound test. We're gonna compare it to 2 other microphones, and we're gonna do it several different ways. We're going to do it just raw, just plugging it straight in, no EQ, no compression, no noise gate, just so you can get the raw tone. And we're also going to add effects to it to see how rich or how good, and maybe we can say, hey, this is actually a good microphone if I wanna do more processing on. So the first microphone that we'll be reviewing it or comparing it to is gonna be the Shure SM7B microphone. Great dynamic microphone. It's what we're all used to hearing with the big streamers. We're also going to be comparing it to Elgato's Wave 3 microphone, a microphone that has proven itself with its feature set, but honestly, who knows? This might sound better than all the other microphones, and there's only one way to find out, so let's take a listen. Alright guys, so this is the Fifine K658. It's about 3 to 4 inches away from my mouth right now. I have the gain set to -10 decibels and will balance everything out as far as the other 2 microphones that we are going to be reviewing. So I am 4 inches away. I will start getting a little bit closer, and as I get closer, it will start to peak. So I will lower this down. There's actually not a lot of proximity effect when it comes to here, and I'm hearing a lot of plosives, but again, this is just raw. There is no EQ done to it. I'm moving back to the 4 inches that I was speaking at prior. There's a plosive right there. The plosives are not as good at rejecting as I thought it would, but again, now I will do some EQ to this. You're listening to it now with some EQ, a little bit of noise gate, as well as some EQ and some compression, just to add a little bit more presence to this microphone. So microphone check 1 2, microphone check 1 2. If you're not subscribed, consider doing so now, and please, for the sake of the algorithm and for other people to learn about these microphones, please hit that like button. Thank you. Hey guys, how are we doing? This is the Shure SM7B microphone. It is a dynamic microphone that is XLR connected straight into my Go XLR. However, this has no processing done to it at all. Got no noise gate. I don't have any compression or EQ. This is just straight so that you can hear how it sounds just in its natural state. Now, this is the microphone with some compression. I've done some noise gate as well as a little bit of EQ and some soft compression just to boost it up just a little bit. Again, this is going straight into my Go XLR. I'm not even using the processing done in the Go XLR. I'm using all the processing done within Premiere Pro. Now you can use Adobe Audition, or you can use any other type of software to get this type of effect. But for me, I'm just keeping it simple, just going straight into Premiere Pro, putting the noise suppression, the noise compression, and of course the EQ. I think I might have heard a little bit of plosives just because I'm talking a little bit more excited on this time. But again, this is the Shure SM7B microphone test with some EQ done to it. Alright guys, so this is Elgato's Wave 3 microphone. Unfortunately, I did misplace the stand, so it's not going to be able to be on my the Elgato Wave microphone stand itself, but that's okay. I'm going to be very careful whenever I am doing this audio test. I'm not going to move or anything, but I am using the in-ear monitors again, just like previously, and it is connected via USB-C into the computer. So this is how this microphone sounds, just plain and dry, no EQ or anything done to it, and you can get a pretty solid idea as far as how it sounds. So about now, I will put the EQ, I'll put a noise gate as well as some compression as well, so you can see how much effects can be used on this microphone without it being over the top or the audio just not being able to cover it. Now, at this time, I do hear a plane over my head that may or may not be inside the video, but yes, I'm about 4 inches away from this microphone, just like the rest of the microphones. I'll get a little bit closer so we can hear the deepness or plosives of this. Now, EQ is off 100% on this part, but this is how it sounds. Now, a cool thing about this microphone is that if I start talking louder, it's not ever going to clip, and that is probably why I do like this microphone. It does have a feature called Clip Guard, which is 2 channels. You have one channel that gets your main voice, and then if you do decide to start talking louder like that, it goes down to the lower level. So I actually like that. It's really good. It's not really a compression type effect. It's just two channels. You got a high channel and a lower channel. So again, let me know how you like this, or if you don't like this. Now, I have to say, I like all the microphones. They all serve their purpose, and you heard them. I honestly love the microphone, the Shure SM7B, because that is what I use. That's what I use for my streams. And the Wave 3 microphone also. Now, don't get me wrong, the Fifine K658 is a phenomenal microphone, and it honestly blew me away. I loved how it sounds. I've always loved Fifine's products. I just really wish that there was some more features to be offered. Maybe being able to control different channels, like I've been saying in this entire video. Everyone else has it, so I think maybe Fifine can get that next step if they do offer, and it'll be something that I'm gonna say, yes, 100%. Now, if you do, or if you are looking for a microphone that is cost or budget friendly option, and it's still from Fifine, I highly recommend this microphone right here. So take a look and let me know what you think of it. But in the meantime, guys, that is it. So thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Like the video as well, so that others can know about this product and see if it's good, or if it's for them, or if they honestly think it's just bad. But that's it. You let me know. Peace.